Hello troops, and if you look at the day, it's close to Halloween. Scary, I know. For this month, I will try to stick to my schedule, so props to me. However, what I'm here to discuss is the easiest way to make your pilgrim stronger. The vampire race. Now, before I begin with today's video, I just want to sponsor my Discord server, which I'm going to be basically, like, there's a bout channel I made, right? And in there, you can put your bouts. Tomorrow, I'm going to be making a video on rating your bouts, and in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be doing more of them. So, join it, submit your bout, and that's all about to say. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Alright, so, the vampire race is the only non-cosmetic race in the game, which is pretty unique because the ice troll and the human are just cosmetic. You start off as a human and then ice troll makes you like blue or grey and gives you horns, that's all. However, what the vampire race does is makes you have slightly paler skin, gives you fangs on your mouth, and actually gives you some buffs. Now, what these buffs may be are 10% more damage only at night, and you get 20% of your health back for killing an enemy at any time of day. That doesn't matter. The only thing I need to mention about the healing is that there's a 5-second cooldown every kill for the healing when I test it. This is probably like prevent spamming it and stuff like Sky Battlegrounds, so then you actually can't get killed. So there's that. The only downside to the race, like to compensate for these buffs, is you take 10% more damage in the day. However, this is like easily outweighed by the upsides. 10% more damage taken is a pretty good trade-off for 10% more damage in the day, in the night, and you heal from kills. Obviously, just way better. Now, if you also looked at what the buffs were that I just said, it's just an upgrade to your base character. Most people should actually probably get this the minute they make a new save. That's what I'd do. However, I'm obligated to use Dice Troll because it's, well, my brand. However, some builds that you can actually use the vampire race with are quite interesting because you can kind of pair the night thing with only one armor, which is the night count, which gives 25% movement speed at night. Not really that good, it's just movement speed. And I mean, you don't really want to make a build which is only good at night. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that, because really, the damage buff is just something that kind of happens, and you're okay with it. The reason I use vampire is mainly for the healing. However, the damage buff is also kind of good when it does happen. However, it's not good enough to only use a build at night. You're not just going to switch back to races like constantly. So that's why the night count isn't really good. I guess it does pair with the vampire race, obviously, like vampire armor, vampire race. However, not really that good at armor. It does give 15 damage and like 15% healing, regeneration, pretty sure it is. However, not really good. No, don't really recommend it in any build. However, if you want to be a true vampire, go ahead and use it. Don't care. On the flip side, a really good thing that the vampire race pairs perfectly with is the Mysterious Charm. You can sort of spawn health packs with it. I know it's like kind of random because what you need to do is you press C or whatever button you have it binded to, depending on how many other abilities you have active, and it could spawn an enemy, or it could give you another negative effect. However, if it spawns an enemy, you kill it, 20% of your max out for free. In my opinion, honestly, it's better than Blood Chalice, even though 5% less of your heals, and it's randomised whether you get a heal or not. There's no like animation or cooldown to it. Well, there is a cooldown to using the ability and put on a heal. Okay, ignore what I said with the cooldown. There's no animation or delay for you to stop attacking when you use this like heal. You can keep attacking and kill the enemy while you're attacking, is what I'm trying to say. And on top of that, you can also get stuff like super armor, damage up, speed up, and so much more to help you in the fight compared to just a heal and no passive regen. Now, you might have noticed what I was playing in the background, obviously, Pilgrammed, but what I'm doing, Sky Battlegrounds. This is where the vampire race excels, as obviously, it's not the best in boss fights, but it's good in killing enemies, lots of them. And if you keep killing enemies, you keep healing. That's why it's good in Sky Battlegrounds. You're just at a constant swarm of enemies and healing. The only problem is in the waves with bosses, it can get a bit harder, because obviously you're not killing as many enemies as quick. However, you still do get a considerable amount of healing in it. And if you pair it with a blood gem weapon like the build I'm using right now, then you can really get a good high score. On this run, I don't think I'll show the end of it because I'm not just going to make a 20-minute long video, but I got like a score of 1500 with this build. I'll probably show it right now. It's just my Trident build, but with Blood Gem Legendary Trident. So, I mean, that's it, and the Vampire Race, of course, that's like the main part of it. Doesn't need to be night time for it to be better, but obviously it's good night time. Anyways, I'm probably going to use Vampire Race for the rest of October. So, my bad for the people that don't recognise me as an Ice Troll now for, like, the updates. The updates might come out in October. If it comes in November, I don't care. But for this month, I'm going to be a vampire. I will switch back afterwards though, just to keep my branding, because I can't really go, like, into any other style, because it's just how I look. I can't really change my Pilgrammed avatar without it, like, you know, changing every video. Anyways, on that note, I will see you all later, and please join my server in more builds that aren't just people spamming the same ones.